Breaking news tonight out of Brentwood, where two people were found dead at the home of award-winning actor and director Rob Reiner.
Following some breaking news, Rob Reiner's son, Nick Reiner, is now in custody after Rob Reiner and his wife were found dead.
For 30 years, Rob Reiner, the legendary Hollywood figure, lived a life most people never imagined. Behind the scenes of his public persona, he carried a secret that no one guessed. Friends, family, and fans only saw his famous face, unaware of the hidden truths shaping his private world. Now, this long-kept double life is finally exposed, leaving everyone questioning what they really knew about him. How did he keep such a secret for so long? And why did it stay hidden until now? Join us as we explore the astonishing story of Rob Reiner. Son Nick Reiner held in connection. Nick Reiner, who is 32 years old, did not go to court on Tuesday because of his health issues, as his lawyer Alan Jackson explained. Jackson said he was uncertain about the details of Reiner's medical problem. Greg Rissling, a representative for the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office, confirmed that Nick Reiner missed court due to medical reasons. During a press conference on Tuesday, the Los Angeles County District Attorney Nathan Hochman said that Nick Reiner will be charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder with a special circumstance of multiple murders. Additionally, it is alleged that a knife was used as a deadly weapon in the killings. If found guilty, Nick Reiner could be sentenced to life in prison without the chance of parole or the death penalty. Nick Reiner was taken into custody on Monday, shortly after his parents were discovered deceased in their Brentwood residence on Sunday. The Los Angeles Police Department stated that he is currently in custody without the option for bail. According to sources from CBS News, Rob and Michelle Reiner's daughter, Romy Reiner, was the one who found her parents' bodies. It was confirmed by 2 sources that both Rob and Michelle had suffered from multiple stab wounds. The police have not revealed information on the evidence that led to Nick Reiner's arrest. But people at a party hosted by Conan O'Brien on Saturday mentioned that Rob and Nick Reiner got into a short but noisy argument. The Reiner family shared their deep sadness over the loss of Michelle and Rob Reiner in a statement to Variety. They mentioned being devastated by their unexpected deaths and asked for privacy as they grieve. Rob Reiner died at the age of 78. His wife, Michelle Singer Reiner, was 68 years old. They got married in 1989 and had 3 kids. The LAPD got a call to go to their house on Sunday at 3:40 p.m. This call was made after the fire department asked for police help. The LAPD detectives have not shared information about how they died yet. The LAPD announced on Monday that the deaths were ruled as a murder. According to their statement, the investigation showed that Nick Reiner was the one who killed his parents. He was found and taken into custody around 9:15 p.m. He has been charged with murder and is currently held in jail without bail. The LAPD gave more information about Nick Reiner's arrest. He was found in the Exposition Park neighborhood in Los Angeles, close to places like the University of Southern California, the LA Memorial Coliseum, and the Natural History Museum of Los Angeles County. So far, authorities have not said why Nick Reiner was in that area after his parents died. At the news conference on Tuesday, District Attorney Nathan Hochman spoke about his determination to seek justice for Rob and Michelle Reiner. He announced that Nick Reiner will be charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder, with the special circumstance of multiple murders, and an additional charge for using a knife as a deadly weapon. If found guilty, Nick could be sentenced to life in prison without parole or the death penalty. Hochman mentioned that the decision on whether to seek the death penalty has not been made yet. Nick Reiner is still in prison with no chance for release. Hochman said there will eventually be a court session for him once he's cleared to attend. The police in Los Angeles are still looking into the situation but haven't given any new details about what caused Rob and Michelle Reiner's deaths, or the proof that led to Nick Reiner being arrested. The sudden deaths of Rob Reiner and his wife, Michelle Reiner, have left their friends, family, and the public in shock. Rob Reiner was a well-known director, known for his work in film and television. Michelle Reiner was also recognized for being by his side and for their family life together. The couple's tragic passing is heartbreaking for their children, especially Romy Reiner, who apparently found their bodies. Nick Reiner couldn't make it to court on Tuesday because of a medical problem, which raises questions about when he will have his official arraignment. His lawyer, Alan Jackson, didn't say what the medical issue is. The DA's office confirmed that he wasn't able to be in court that day. The Los Angeles Police Department first reacted to the situation after the Los Angeles Fire Department was called to the house. The police arrived soon after to start looking into the incident. Officials have labeled the deaths as murders, and they are still investigating to find out more information about the case. Information about the evidence used to arrest Nick Reiner is limited, but it is reported that there was a confrontation between Nick Reiner and Rob at a social event the night before the deaths. The details of the argument and its connection to the incident have not been made public. The Reiner family has asked for privacy as they deal with the sudden deaths of Michelle and Rob Reiner. Their statement shows how deeply saddened the family is during this difficult time. Rob Reiner and Michelle Singer Reiner were married in 1989 and had a long life together, raising 3 children. Unfortunately, their lives came to a sudden end in Brentwood, leaving their family devastated. The investigation into their deaths is ongoing, and the Los Angeles Police Department is still collecting information about what happened and Nick Reiner's involvement. As the case progresses, the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office has officially stated the charges against Nick Reiner and will follow through with legal proceedings once he is able to go to court. If found guilty, the charges come with harsh punishments such as life in prison without parole or even the death penalty. The community and the public are watching closely as officials strive to bring transparency and fairness to this sad situation. Nick Reiner is currently being held in custody with no option for bail. His court appearance will happen once his medical problems are taken care of. The investigation is still ongoing and looking into all parts of the case, but no more details about evidence or reasons have been shared with the public. The deaths of Rob and Michelle Reiner are a very sad moment. The Los Angeles Police Department and District Attorney's Office are closely investigating the case. The Reiner family, including their kids, are trying to cope with the loss of their parents during a very tough time. Rob Reiner's fame as a director and the situation with his son have brought a lot of attention to this tragic event. People are waiting for more information as the legal process continues. The legacy of a Hollywood family. Nick Reiner, the son of famous filmmaker Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle, became known in the movie industry as a writer for the film Being Charlie. The movie, directed by his father, delved into the challenging journey of a teenager dealing with substance addiction and recovery. Being Charlie premiered at the Toronto International Film Festival in 2015, with both Nick and Rob Reiner actively promoting it. The movie's storyline hit close to home for the Reiners, as it was loosely based on Nick's personal struggles and his relationship with his parents. Rob Reiner admitted in a 2016 interview with AOL that the film drew from intense and challenging moments in Nick's life, mentioning that while the story was inspired by real events, it was still a narrative constructed for the big screen. Nick Reiner, speaking with his father, made it clear that he didn't avoid showing some tough times he went through. He said that when struggling with addiction, people often do things that are not very pleasant. Although the movie wasn't exactly his life story, Nick felt a connection to it and hoped others would see parts of their own experiences in it. In interviews before the movie came out in 2016, he mentioned how living on the streets and avoiding rehab gave him ideas for the film. Being open about his challenging past made the movie more real and helped viewers relate to it better. Rob Reiner, Nick's dad, has had a big impact on American movies for many years. He became famous as an actor on the TV show All in the Family, where he played a character called Mike "Meathead" Stivic. He won 2 Emmy Awards for his acting and showed that he was very talented. After doing well on TV, Reiner started acting in movies like Sleepless in Seattle, The Wolf of Wall Street, Everyone's Hero, and The First Wives Club. These roles showed that he could play a variety of characters and made him a successful Hollywood actor. Rob Reiner is not just an actor, but also a highly respected director who has created many classic films. Some of his popular works include The Princess Bride, Misery, A Few Good Men, Stand By Me, and When Harry Met Sally. He also wrote and directed the mockumentary This Is Spinal Tap, which was followed by a sequel called Spinal Tap 2, The End Continues. Throughout his 60-year career, Reiner has been recognized with several awards and nominations, including 7 Primetime Emmy nominations, 8 Golden Globe nominations, and 1 Academy Award nomination. Rob Reiner's father is Carl Reiner, who was a famous comedian, actor, and creator in the entertainment industry. Carl Reiner had a successful career, with roles in movies like Oh God and Ocean's 11, as well as creating The Dick Van Dyke Show. He passed away in 2020 at the age of 98, leaving behind a legacy in comedy and television. In 2017, Rob and Carl Reiner became the first father-son duo to leave their handprints and footprints outside the TCL Chinese Theater in Hollywood, honoring their contributions to entertainment. Rob Reiner is known for his work in the film industry, and his personal life is also worth mentioning. He met his wife, Michelle, while working on the movie When Harry Met Sally, and they got married in 1989. Michelle, who is a skilled photographer, had a significant influence on the film's ending, convincing Reiner to change it so that Harry and Sally end up together. She is also recognized for taking the famous photograph of President Donald Trump that was on the cover of his book, The Art of the Deal. Before Michelle, Reiner was married to the late director Penny Marshall and became the adoptive father of her daughter, Tracy Reiner, who is also an actress. Rob Reiner is known not only for his family and work as a filmmaker, but also for his active involvement in political and social issues. He has a track record of supporting Democratic Party candidates, such as Al Gore in the 2000 presidential race and Hillary Clinton in the 2008 and 2016 campaigns. Reiner is also a strong supporter of LGBTQ rights and children's education, especially in California. Reiner played a key role in the California First 5 initiative aimed at helping children and families. He led the campaign for the California Children and Families Initiative in 1998 to make young children's lives better. He was in charge of the organization from 1999 to 2006, which is funded by a tax on tobacco products. The initiative's goal is to improve education, healthcare, childcare, and other necessary services for children and families in California. Reiner has not only worked with children, but has also been passionately supporting equal rights. He, along with Michelle, helped start the American Foundation for Equal Rights, a nonprofit that fought against Proposition 8, a law in California that banned same-gender marriage. Their work helped in the battle for equality and civil rights in the state. Reiner also made a difference in environmental conservation. Hollywood leaders react to the tragic loss of Rob Reiner and Michelle Singer Reiner. The world of entertainment and public life was greatly saddened by the tragic news of the deaths of Rob Reiner, a well-known filmmaker and actor, and his wife, Michelle Singer Reiner. The couple made significant contributions to film, television, and public service, leaving a lasting impression on American culture and touching the hearts of many around the world. After their passing was announced, there has been an outpouring of tributes and heartfelt reactions from celebrities, politicians, and friends. Their deaths are being mourned across the country, underscoring the deep impact they had on the arts, society, and individuals. Many well-known people have shared their sadness and respect for the Reiners' accomplishments, generosity, and impact. The family of Norman Lear, the famous producer of All in the Family, who died in 2023 at 101, was one of the first to publicly express their condolences. Lear's family, who had a close and intimate connection with Rob Reiner, spoke out after the Reiners' passing. They said they were devastated by the loss and highlighted the special bond between Lear and Reiner, with Lear often considering Reiner as a son. The Lear family talked about how Rob and Michelle were dedicated to making the world a better place. They mentioned how the couple were fully committed to improving society through their art, activism, philanthropy, and love for family and friends. The statement pointed out that the Reiners' impact was widespread, affecting both their professional and personal lives. The Lear family emphasized that Rob and Michelle spent their lives pursuing meaningful work and promoting positive change in the creative world and the community. Former President Barack Obama and his wife, Michelle Obama, shared their sadness on social media about the tragic passing. President Obama praised Rob Reiner for his impact on film and television, mentioning his work on beloved American stories. In addition to his contributions to the arts, President Obama highlighted Reiner's unwavering faith in humanity and his dedication to acting on that belief throughout his life. The Obamas praised Rob and Michelle Reiner for living purposeful lives. They mentioned how the couple's commitment to values, kindness, and inspiration would be remembered by all who knew them. President Obama offered condolences to those who were close to the Reiners, recognizing the lasting impact of their contributions to American culture and society. Their message conveyed both sadness and gratitude, recognizing the significant influence the couple had on both the entertainment industry and in their personal lives. Actor Sean Astin, who has become the president of the Screen Actors Guild, shared his thoughts on the passing of Rob Reiner. Astin praised Reiner as a major figure in film and TV history. He highlighted Reiner's huge impact on American culture, stressing that his importance cannot be exaggerated. Astin's remarks showed how much respect and admiration Reiner's colleagues and peers had for him. Jerry O'Connell, a TV host and actor, talked about his feelings in a CBS Mornings interview following the death of director Rob Reiner, who he co-starred with in the 1986 film Stand By Me. O'Connell said it felt surreal and talked about the strong bond he had with Reiner. He mentioned how Reiner was like a father figure to him, influencing both his career and personal life. O'Connell credited Reiner for much of his success and opportunities, expressing shock, sadness, and gratitude for their relationship. Political leaders shared their heartfelt thoughts on the lives and work of Rob and Michelle Reiner. Former Vice President Kamala Harris described the couple as close friends and expressed deep sadness upon hearing about their deaths. Harris and her husband, Doug Emhoff, talked about how Rob Reiner's work has had a long-lasting impact on many Americans. She mentioned that the characters, dialogue, and visuals created by Reiner are deeply ingrained in American culture. Harris also discussed Reiner's patriotism, his concerns for the future of the country, and his relentless work to promote democracy. In her tribute, she highlighted the connection between Reiner's artistic accomplishments and his involvement in community affairs, recognizing the significant impact of his contributions on and off the screen. California Governor Gavin Newsom and his wife, Jennifer Siebel Newsom, shared a statement expressing their sadness about the passing. Governor Newsom praised Rob Reiner as a talented and kind-hearted individual who worked on many popular projects like The Princess Bride and A Few Good Men. He highlighted Reiner's compassion and storytelling skills, which taught audiences to appreciate kindness in people and encouraged them to have bigger aspirations. Governor Newsom's tribute focused on Reiner's special talent for blending entertainment with important themes of decency, morality, and social consciousness. Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass expressed her sorrow over the loss, saying it was heartbreaking for the city and the nation. She praised Rob Reiner for his significant impact on American culture and society, emphasizing how his creative projects and advocacy for social and economic justice had positively affected many lives. Mayor Bass recognized Reiner's diverse career in acting, directing, producing, writing, and political activism, pointing out his dedication to helping others. She pointed out the broad reach of Reiner's influence, showing how his work connected not only with audiences, but also with important societal values and community involvement. Former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi reacted to the sad news by calling it devastating. She commended Rob Reiner for his talent, humor, and dedication in all he did. Pelosi also recognized Michelle Singer Reiner for her important role as his partner, source of ideas, and caring spouse. She admired not only Reiner's career achievements, but also the strong bond and teamwork that characterized his personal life. Pelosi highlighted that the Reiner's impact went beyond their professional success, touching the lives of all those who crossed paths with them or experienced their work. What do you think about the story of Rob Reiner family? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Before you go, be sure to click on the video shown on your screen.